Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Was you here or at the old studio?
Here.
Okay, all right. Have a seat. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
You work today?
No, not today.
Okay. So,
you look nice.
Thank you. Like he forgets we start at 7.
No, the show can't go on until that's the second year. Now
And
he's here.
see, he's arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to you. I gotta let him through. No, you fine.
It's gonna be you right here.
We good.
We go.
Fine. Oh, you have yours because I found mine was in the bag.
Yeah.
We have a fetish list.
Right.
Yeah. There's probably over here.
Plug that in for me, bro. I brought mine tonight because you was a little
Hi,
lost.
Anita, Kevin, and Demetrius. Thanks for joining us.
Touch this.
Caught you off guard, did it? Yeah, we are. We ready?
Yeah, we ready and 5.
like we ready.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get you on. You're on.
I am? Okay. Good evening, everyone. You're listening to the Intimacy Chronicles. I am your host, Queen Jackie. To my right is my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dr. Love. What's happening?
And we have a special guest in the studio, and that's Miss Lean Baltimore.
Hi, everybody. Throw my L's out.
See. And we're expecting 2 more tonight, so it's going to be an interesting time. It's so funny because I suggested that the women select the topic tonight. So, do you have a topic in mind? I'm so sorry, Mr. Sensational. That was one of yours. And I think, Mr. Sensational, was that one of yours? Because I think you had your feet tongue-kissed.
Yeah, well, one of mine.
I'm just saying.
I was along for the road.
Allowed her.
And why would I?
Well, I'm just saying.
Clean feet's a good thing.
I mean, so you were turned on? You were really turned on by it?
I was.
You didn't stop her, so you must have felt some kind of sensation.
Me. Just because you ain't nobody love your feet.
I'm not
a
feet person. That doesn't do a damn thing for me. So, I mean, other stuff, but not the feet. So, so what's your fetish?
A fetish. I don't think I necessarily have a fetish. And if I do, I don't know I have a fetish. I have certain fantasies, things that I haven't tried.
Like what? I mean, you know I'm going to ask.
Tell her the thing that you like the most. Don't say fetish. A lot of people
the thing that I like the most, what? As far as like sexually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I like the most sexually? I just like head, man. What does that mean? That's
receiving and giving?
Receiving.
Okay.
I mean, when it comes to love, you know what I mean, in a relationship, stuff like that, feelings involved, I don't mind doing not whatever, but to please.
Hey. Actually.
Okay.
So, Dr. Love.
There we go.
Tell us about your fetishes.
I gotta relook on the paper.
Don't act like that because you had plenty.
No, I mean, fetishes. I mean, I guess it's breasts. You know, a woman's breast, a woman's ass, legs. Let me see. I don't know. That was a few. That day on here though.
Right. That was if you had to pick your top fetish, what would that be?
I guess it's the ass thing.
Eating ass.
And you know.
I'm not judging. I'm honestly.
Here come the shade.
It's not shade. I'm just asking a question.
I mean, I got other fetishes too. You know, I mean, I like to watch.
But you brought up the ass.
I like to, watch. A man and a female having sex. You know what I'm saying? Or 2 women. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing of mine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially the 2 women. It reminds me of wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
What is it about that reminds you of wrestling?
I mean, it reminds me of wrestling to the point where it's like, more like hand-to-hand combat. who gonna take over? Who gonna win? So I mean, cause I was raised around women, so but still being the man that I am, it's just I guess it was a thing of just seeing 2 women go at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of mine's.
Okay.
I mean, I think mine's is light compared to this list right here, because there is some definite out the gate ones on this list.
Yeah.
But did you name all yours?
I probably didn't. I like feathers. You know, that
Oh yeah,
was
yeah. Yeah, we got
Teron Filia. I definitely, Brian, she's not here yet. I love feathers. I think they're so, you know, it's something about them that just arouses me, just having a feather.
Okay.
Yes, it's so soft and you know, light that it's a turn on for me.
What kind of feather? We talking about?
Not a
No,
goddamn bird feather, but it's like
I mean, because you got the wide feathers.
Yeah,
you got the wide feather or the thin ones.
I like the thin one.
Okay.
And I thought I bought in my feathers, but yeah.
You did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I like whips.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I definitely love whips. I used to have my whip. I think I might still have it. I don't want to be bruised, but I like a little spanking with the whip. I'd say. So
a little spanking.
just a little spanking. What else?
Spanking. Wow.
Let's see what.
Spanking.
Now one thing that I'm not into is because I've heard people say this is that some women like to be pissed on.
Oh no.
I'm not with that. I think that's nasty. Or some men like to be pissed on. And I think that, no, that's not true. I think that for a man to want to be pissed on, my thing is, how would you know that you like that?
Right.
Unless another dude pissed on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it. I feel a little narrow-minded when it comes to that. But why would a man want to be pissed on? Why would anybody want to be pissed on, first of all? You know, I think that would be such a turn off because you're in the mix and then you decide, oh, I want to piss on you. And all you smell is piss. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
you revert back to your feather and whip.
I like the feather and whip, but as far as being urinated, hell to the no.
Speaking on being...
The feather is actually a fetish.
I know, I saw that on there.
That's
Terophilia. The feather and whip.
So
and even mine is. Pigophilia. That's what it's called. That's a real arousal to buttocks.
Yeah, you do like that. You do like that. Yeah, let's clear that up. And Dr. Love has been open-minded about him getting his salad tossed. So, I mean, I'm just saying, since we're talking about the butt fetish, you have been pretty open about that. So you want to elaborate?
No.
Okay. Well, moving right along.
Moving right along.
Please explain.
Moving right along.
Explain to women that you like.
Hey, chill out.
When you
chill
get
out.
whipped in the feather,
chill out.
Those two things coincide. You want to be hurt.
Mark.
Please.
Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, because I did bring up the feathers and the whip. I like feathers because it's the softness of it. You know what I'm saying? It like a tickle and arousal at the same time. And as far as the whip, I don't want like a slavery type thing. You know what I'm saying? I got a little small whip that I have, and I just, we kind of play around with that.
I was going to say, do you like to use it as well, or you just like to use it?
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't really like it, but, he'll take one for the team from time to time.
Cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the feather, it depends on if,
what kind of feather?
I guess, see, you have to be real, in your comfort zone.
Yeah,
to want to do the feather thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, some people think that you can't feel anything as far as arousal with a feather. I mean, speaking from a man,
Okay.
So I guess it would have to be in that kind of moment where she's kind of like, one of them,
like that, you're in the heat of passion.
Yeah,
kind of
one of them,
thing.
stroking it across your face kind of thing.
Right.
Or whatever, because, like there's a fetish on here of people who like to be tickled.
I don't see that as being exciting because
the thing about
I think that
what's that called?
When you actually talk about being tickled, for me it would be a turn off in the middle of sex.
I don't want to be tickled.
Yeah, I don't want to laugh. Yeah,
I don't neither.
Right. Yeah.
The feather can be a tickle kind of thing.
I can see that.
Because the thing about it is,
sensitive.
it's like you're so into getting me hitting me with the feather, and I start laughing, and then it's like, it's like on a certain level, I'm not taking you seriously.
Right.
It ain't that I'm not taking you seriously. It's just.
But it doesn't go with the process. That's what it is.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't go with the process.
There we go.
Can we agree?
So,
can we agree
excuse
that
me.
on all levels the
Hello?
process is orgasm?
You are not part of the show. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but this is too damn distracting for me. So I'm gonna ask you, can you go in the studio with Mark and whoever else is in there?
That's fine.
So anyway, when I'm thinking about different fetishes and what turns you on and stuff, now you mentioned your attraction to women. Have you ever participated in a threesome or
no?
Have you thought about it
All the time?
Oh. So what stops you?
I just think that, it's a lot of, despite how beautiful a lot of women are, I worked at a lot of jobs in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Women's bathroom always the nastiest bathroom.
Yes, isn't it crazy?
I know a lot of beautiful women that just don't smell right down there, or they come up, and women are crazy. They're crazier than men. You think you're going the other way because, whatever, but I've talked to a lot of different women. And they're out of their minds, so it's like, a lot of times it's like I think that I'm going somewhere with this particular female, and then it just doesn't work out.
Okay.
And before I just put my mouth on, I'm a picky eater.
Okay, gotcha.
With everything in life, I'm a picky eater.
Okay.
So let me ask a question now.
Okay.
So it seems like that the minute that you get to that point, more say, the minute that you get to that point, it's like you feel like. Go
ahead. Because this is too distracting for me. Go ahead.
The minute that you get to that point, it's always something with her that distracts you and turns you off.
It might be the guy too, like.
The guy too.
Yeah, because I've been in different relationships, so each man, like, this particular guy might not deserve it. Or in the beginning, that's what I felt like, I might have wanted to do with this person. But then throughout the time, I might have felt like, I don't think he deserves this from us right now. I noticed too with a lot of females, and it also depends too if the female is coming in from knowing the man or if it's from me. Because if it's from the man, it's more like she's doing this. I don't want her to do this to please him. I want you see, my growing up, my father had 3 women, and they all lived in the same house, and all of us siblings lived in the same house. So this is how I was raised. I didn't never see anything wrong with, a man having, just that type of relationship, because all my mothers was happy. They took pictures together, all of that. So basically, if I do it, I want it to be like my father. I want both of them into me. I don't want nobody to feel like a third wheel. I want both of us. I really want to end up with a guy, and we have a girlfriend.
And I know, I know a couple of couples that actually have that, and they're married, because of their religion. So they've made it work, So I think that it's possible to have it. I think you have to have the right people.
Right.
Y'all beliefs have to be the same. And as you mentioned, everybody has to feel special.
Right. I don't want nobody to feel like a third wheel.
Exactly.
And I definitely don't want to be the one to feel like the third wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think for the relationship to be happy, all parties would,
Right.
have to share that connection to one another. It can't be a thing where, well, I think you're spending more time with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure there'll be moments where there's one-on-one, but I think overall it's the love between
Right.
the three parties.
Right.
So that's pretty interesting. And you're the first woman, I'm going to say the first black woman that I've come across that's been open-minded to that. The couple of friends that I know that live that way, they're Caucasian and Pakistani. So yeah.
Are you currently single now?
I am single.
Okay.
I have been talking to a particular person
Okay.
for over a year now.
Okay.
Kind of, got some feelings involved, but I had this thing, that's how I even got involved in the music and everything. I was really in love with my baby father. It didn't work out. After that, I was just like, excuse my language, but fuck niggas. That's the first song I ever wrote, was fuck niggas. I never knew I was going to do music. I always wrote poetry, but it was nothing that I wanted to do. I always wanted to be a model and actress. So I started off modeling first.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's how I came about the song. So I went through, that was March the 26th, 2013. So I've been going through this thing. I'm single today, burying me since then. And I wouldn't give anybody a chance. So just a year ago, I kind of gave this guy a chance with my heart. I don't know how it's going to work out. Sometimes it seems like he got games with him. So I just don't want to take it there because I don't want to start.
You're not trying to get hurt, and you're not trying to hurt him.
Right.
Yeah. I can certainly understand that. It's
Me too.
amazing to, this day and time, because it seems like
Right.
everybody, no, let me not say it like that, but a lot of people have game. You're looking for honesty, and you think you might have it, and then you start to see little signs that say, oh, hell no, he's got too much bullshit with them. So I think a lot of times women decide to just date and not get serious to protect their feelings. Do men do the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so talk from your experience.
I mean, it's like where you feel like you don't want to. We create a wall. Where we feel like some of us feel like that we want a woman in the eyes of our mother. So we feel like that you're not meeting up to those standards. Then we feel like you're not even worth it. The minute that we feel the same way, the minute that we feel like any kind of game is going on, we put up a wall too. It's a little harder for us when we get our feelings hurt, because we stay at that, fuck you stage. We don't need, no, fuck you. It's like our level goes from 0 to 1,000. Women are more easy to come back to say, you know what, okay, I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when we get hurt, it's just like, fuck it, and so it ain't right, don't get me wrong, but some of us treat the next woman like shit because this woman treated us like shit. And it's vice versa. Women treat men like shit because the other man treated them like shit. It ain't right.
I did for a while.
It ain't right. It ain't right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
happens.
saying? But it's like, you never get into another relationship until you have fully, can I use the word cleanse?
I think
Fully
that's a great,
cleanse yourself of the old one, because you don't want to take baggage. That's baggage.
Right.
Taking baggage into the new one, and that person who don't even know nothing about the last one has to suffer. Like in your situation, I would say to you, unless, and I'm saying it from experience, unless you're fully cleansed yourself from him, which is your past, I'm not going to say don't give the guy a chance, but just slow roll it.
Right.
That way, if something happened, you can't be hurt because you didn't put your feelings in.
Right.
But I think for us, it's kind of hard to not get our feelings involved. I think a lot of times women make a connection probably faster than men. But Mr. Sensational, what's your feedback on this? Because don't sit over there and act like you can't hear. First of all, you ran it in rave because I didn't introduce you. So step up to the mic and speak on it.
I was over here working and stuff. So where we at? What you want to know? What do you want to know?
I want to know what's your feeling on relationships, and do you feel like women and men run game, or
Absolutely.
are you one of those?
Me?
You're the only one sitting over there. So
The most honest, innocent person you ever met in your life.
oh gosh.
I mean, the game is to be played. I mean, that's what game is. You know.
So you ran game,
Have I in the past? I would say yes, I have.
and okay. I can't use that, but like how long ago?
Last night.
Not long ago.
Like I didn't want to bring up his previous relationship because it was
Let's go.
kind of
Bring it up.
was so dramatic and
Look, I'm gonna put it like this: if you bring a ball, I'm gonna play the game.
He's so damn petty.
That didn't sound right.
Okay.
You better watch out.
He's
You
petty.
better watch out. You better watch out.
Look,
You better watch out, because some balls
Exactly.
need, curry back.
Y'all both need
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Some balls curry back.
Some of them I rebuke you, devils.
That's all I was
In
saying.
the name of all that's good and
Bring
proper.
the ball and play the game.
I don't consider myself
Look,
a
I'm
dumb.
ready. I'm on the court. You know what I
But-
mean? That's up to the other person. If they want to go with the game, then we can do the game thing.
You
know
brought
what I'm
up an
saying?
interesting point.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like you don't go into it expecting a game. But if people take you there, I'm like, I could cross over with the best
So
of them.
you saying you
So-
could be petty? That's what it seems like.
Oh, I
So-
can be king petty. It's no big deal. You know,
So
it's-
I'm sorry. My question is,
Yeah.
why even run game? Period.
Exactly.
If you're not there with this particular person, or you don't feel like that with this particular person, why even play any type of game? Because that's how people get hurt. You
it's
don't
like-
know who you're really dealing with, or what you're gonna click off in their head.
Yeah.
And you could be playing games with the wrong person. They could be sitting in a tree, waiting for you or something, or a bush or something. I'm not insinuating, any type
Yeah.
of. I'm just saying you never
Get your
know.
car.
Are you giving us some ideas?
I like
to
that
look out
because,
for?
yeah, I do
No,
like
I'm just
that.
saying you never
your
know. So the safest thing to do is just
Damn.
not to play
Okay.
with
You
people's
must be
feelings.
outside your house, player.
People enjoy
Let's
the
get
give
it.
and
Let's
take.
get
People
it.
enjoy the run and catch.
I
People
hate
enjoy.
that.
Some people, I'm going to see. I'm a Gemini. See,
Oh,
See,
you
that's
fucking
What
up.
does that mean?
You
What does
fucking
that
up.
mean?
Why you had to mention that?
Personality-wise, I don't care if.
It's okay.
I
Why
don't
you had to
care if
mention that,
everybody
bro?
says, they scared John, because I got two personalities, good and better.
Why you had to
But
mention
the
I
thing
that?
got
is that
15,
when
so.
people
I had to mention that. I'm
see
a fucking
most
Gemini.
guys, and now listen, you should understand this. I've been told, and it's true, a Gemini man is usually a reflection of the person that they're with. What you're
Okay.
getting from him is what you're bringing to him. So if you come with a game, you're going to get a game back. You come with love and understanding, we're going to have a beautiful time.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So we allow
Is
that.
that both
that
twins, or
woman-
is that just one? Because I know
That's
that
the good
one twin says something, and then the other one says something else.
Oh, no,
That's
the
what I've
other
learned
twins
about
is that
Geminis.
the other twin bring the freak on. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good
Okay,
because it's fun.
Okay.
But see, it's all we let you dictate
How
the game.
relationship-
You running point.
yeah.
So we're gonna, you Jordan, I'm Pippen. You got the ball. I'm gonna assist. So it depends on what you want to do. And so you can have a fantastic relationship if you choose, or you can get that old bullshit if you choose.
Okay, so I have a question because you brought up something. You said you're looking for a woman like your mom. I think that's unfair in a sense because this is a new age group of women out here. So I think when you find somebody that you think you can build a relationship with, I don't think they should be in comparison to your mother.
No. I didn't say me.
You brought that point up.
There's some guys who tries. There's some guys who love their mother so much that they they want certain qualities of their mother to be in that woman. And some may settle, like if it's 5 qualities in their mother, they may settle for 3 out of 5.
Okay.
They may settle 4 out of 5. Some if there's only 2 or 1, they may not even want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain men who look for the qualities of their mother in their woman. That's why, have you ever heard a woman say, "I'm not your mother"?
Yeah, because again, it's that man that's
exactly.
looking for, you know, I'm not your mom, so.
But we do look for that love.
You can look for that. Right? You can look for that, but don't make me out to be your mother. This is an adult relationship, so I'm not going to pamper you. I'm going to pamper you, but I'm not going to be your mom.
I'm calling bull.
No, I'm serious because I think it's the
I'm
same
tell you
thing.
why I'm
Like I wouldn't look for my dad in a relationship.
But see, a woman is the first one to say, you know what? Oh, you act like you haven't had any home training. You need a man in his life or something. You didn't have any guidance. That woman is your introduction to how you deal with females. Just as a man, your father is your introduction on how you deal with men. There is a marked difference between women who have had strong male figures and men in their life, their father, and those who have not, in the way they deal with men. If you don't like your dad, we might have a problem.
Now,
because that is the representation, your first representation on how you dealt with men.
Well, that's the first man that you've loved.
Right. So, or not loved.
Yeah, true.
So I have to deal with that as a man when in dealing with you.
Right.
So it is not far-fetched for a man to say, you know what? My mother was nurturing and kind and understanding, and that is a representation of women to me. How I know she taught me how to treat women.
Right, okay.
You know, and because women will be like, if you don't have a good relationship with your mother, we're going to have a problem.
And my mom used to always tell me, you can tell if you have a good man by the way he treats his mom.
Right.
But in the same sense, I'm not out looking for my dad. I think that, like, I had a great relationship with my dad, but there were some qualities that he had that I didn't like. I mean, goddamn, he was a serial cheater. You know what I'm saying? So that was a quality that I didn't want. He was an excellent provider, so yeah, I like that quality. He was, I could pretty much talk to him about anything. But still, because we had a great relationship, I wasn't looking for my dad. But I knew certain qualities that I was looking for in a guy.
Right.
I have to agree with Mr. Sensational on a couple of his points. But getting back to you, I think that when you say some men are looking for their mom, I'm going to agree in a sense because they want to be nurtured in the way that their mom nurtured them. Right. And when women are raising children, they don't really have time to nurture you.
And sometimes it really comes down to the fact of, like, if you have a man who, young man or man who lost his mother at a young age, now they're trying to find, usually trying to find a woman who takes more say fill that gap, that void, and take the place of that woman. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They know that woman can't be their mother, but just like you just said, as far as the nurturing is concerned, that's something that, if you lost your mother at a young age, or
you're looking for
20,
that.
you're looking for that feel. Yeah. So if you meet a woman and she don't have those same attributes, because
that's a deal breaker.
To some men, we deal with a number of characteristics. Number one, we look for a woman that's clean. That's one characteristic as far as keeping herself clean.
But that has nothing to do with the mother.
We also look for a woman who cooks. We also look for a woman who knows how to keep a clean house.
That goes a long way.
I heard you know, somebody told me a while ago, you know, because when I was with my baby father, he used to call me Ma all the time. And he used to tell me, you know, you crazy like my mother, and his mother was crazy and I wasn't like her.
Okay.
But that's what he would used to tell me all the time. But he would always call me Ma, and I thought it was cute at first. But then after a while, after being with him for so many years, I got tired of that Ma. To this day, he still call me Ma. We're not together. We don't have no type of relationship.
Okay.
He's a great father to the kids. But when he comes around, it's still Ma. And now his mother has passed away. And I feel like I'm the only closest thing on this earth that reminds him of his mother.
Okay.
But somebody told me, you know, you shouldn't allow a man to call you, you know, to carry that like that with you, because when he do, you know how a young guy can, you know, your teenage guy might not come home, you know, and then his mother might be mad, fussing him out, but then he still comes back. You know, he always come back to his mother no matter what.
Right.
And then they said when a man when he feels like that about you, he's going to always treat you like that. And he's not going to treat you as the queen that you're supposed to be, because he feel like he can just, you're going to always be like that.
And that's the same, women that call their men daddy. I can't, I mean, I'm not throwing shade or whatever, but I don't want to be fucking my man talking about, ooh, daddy. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't.
You said that real good, though.
My point is,
like
I've had a father. You understand what I'm saying? So my man is not that. He does not represent my father. He doesn't represent my goddamn daddy. I don't need a daddy. You know, I'm just saying. I mean, being petty. And so,
yes, daddy.
but I don't need that in my bedroom. Is what I'm saying. I mean, big daddy, daddy of any kind. I don't need that. And don't fucking judge me on that, because I don't like that. I hear women all the time. Daddy gonna make it better. Daddy this. Oh, that shit just.
I don't care what it's a term.
I can't
it's
get with
a term
it.
of respect.
I've never even called my real father daddy. We call him Dada. So I ain't never even calling him daddy. I'm definitely not calling another daddy.
That's my point. I mean, that's what I call my father daddy. You know, so I damn sure ain't calling no man that I'm seeing daddy. I'm just not doing it.
I'm going to tell you right now, you probably never called your father Jesus, but I know the last time you was getting in,
Jesus and daddy is two different things. I'm just saying. Jesus and daddy. And I don't call Jesus in the middle of sex. You know, because Jesus ain't got shit to do with it. But don't fucking judge me. I'm just saying. Kitty outside. Can you get that, Richard?
Daddy's home.
Oh, the petty runs deep around here. Understand.
I mean, and I'm glad that you said that. You know, it's just so funny.
What's the word? What would you call your father?
Dada.
Dada?
I guess it's 16 of us siblings, so I'm right in the middle. So that's what they was calling him as I was growing up. So that's what we all stick to.
Yeah.
To this day, I never call him.
Yeah, I can go for that.
He can be whatever he wants.
I can go for that.
16 kids.
Dada.
Okay.
That's the new word.
Title.
So
okay. Dada. Because he put some work in.
That's the new word. Big Dada.
Exactly.
Big Dada.
Big Dada.
Yeah, Big Dada got you. Yeah, that's a new word right there. That's 2018 word right there.
So let me tell you, don't go home and get fucked up because you want your woman to call you Dada.
9 times out of 10, she probably gonna know what I'm talking about anyway.
Okay.
I just say, just call me that. That's what I heard.
That's what I answered to now.
I heard it.
This week I'm answering this. Yeah. So, you know.
So.
It's all good.
You call a woman mother, mommy?
No, I haven't.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
No, it's just not natural.
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's the
for
same
me,
thing.
For me.
It's the same thing.
You know, for me. But that's not to say this for someone else.
You.
You know, that's more of a baby, honey, sweetheart, all that.
Yeah, I can get with baby,
that's
honey,
me.
Sweetheart.
But I'm not the judge for that.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying
So
what
judging. So you never said mama, mother, nothing.
Nah.
So you never was hitting it and was like, ooh, ma.
You gotta think about that.
Huh?
I don't know. No.
Yeah,
but you're
right.
not
Get the fuck
sure.
out of here.
You're
He
not
ain't
sure.
No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not sure, but no, that's not something that normally would come out. I just wouldn't say that.
I got you.
Did you say Lord? Have you ever say, oh Jesus?
I said, you know.
I cuss, but I don't say Jesus because
cursed out
again,
everything.
Jesus is not in the mix of this orgasm. I will say shit, motherfucker, but not Jesus.
But not Jesus.
Oh, man.
You know you were singing hymns.
No, I will say, oh shit.
You was like,
You know?
you did the old school. You was singing old Negro
Like I'm in the
spirituals.
middle, like, oh god damn.
Wow.
My
Oh,
word
God.
is not that either because he ain't got nothing to do with this mix. But that's just me. So, Kitty,
Damn.
How are you?
I'm great. How are
I'm
you?
sorry for my tardiness.
Come on in.
That's
here.
okay. Come on in. We
I
got to
showed
get
off
your
enough
feedback,
tonight.
baby.
Come on, get your hi, baby. Good to see you.
Did he give you a hug?
Yes, this.
Did he give you a hug?
No, he didn't.
Okay, he's petty as shit like that. 'cause
Me
I
and
didn't
Mark,
get
I
one
left
either.
Mark. We go way
just
back.
saying. I'm just saying. See, you gotta check him on his boo.
She hating.
So, Kitty, we're talking about relationships, and well, we were in the middle of sex. So, have you ever called your significant other daddy?
Oh yes, I call my baby father Zaddy right now. That's my Zaddy.
That's your zaddy, right? But
He's not my daddy. He's my Zaddy.
even that, I can I can see that, but never the daddy.
Yes, I've called. You call. You know, that's a pet name, Daddy.
Okay.
Poppy. You know.
I know what I'm talking about.
Kudos to you. I just said that wasn't my thing. I said because I don't want to say daddy and be thinking in terms of daddy.
Oh, you're
No, you ain't got
Yeah.
to. You ain't got to.
Ain't
Just
nobody
close your
call me-
eyes.
Ain't nobody call
Just
me
let them
daddy.
feel you and just be
Man,
like,
But I'm
Anybody
saying in
call
the
daddy.
sense he is your daddy. Your daddy spanked you.
He don't spank me.
I guess I like being spanked. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not thinking my daddy spanked me.
I get that.
Yeah.
See,
But
the new
it's-
word is daughter. I'm going
he
with
likes
that.
that, so he
I'm
gonna
going
run
with that right
now.
there.
That's daddy in Jamaican. Dada.
Hey!
Oh, dada.
Hey! I'm going with that. That's what I'm going
I
to go
like
with.
that. I like
I'm
that.
going with that right there. That's
So-
2018 word right there.
Tell us your. Renee said, "Hell no."
Who said that?
Renee.
Oh,
Let me see. Why Aaron say I'm coming to the studio next week.
Who said that?
Aaron. So Miss Kitty,
Yes.
we have a list over here of 46 different fetishes.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have you look at that and you can tell us how many on that list that you have.
46, I know.
I hope not. So there's something on here you want to
50
want.
of them off the
Different,
list.
okay?
I thought you was gonna say 52.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, someone here
She
you
over
know.
there lighting up like a Christmas
Yeah,
tree.
Did we,
yeah.
did we read these off?
No, but I mean, you can kind of like go through and see what applies to you.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what the words. Arousal to a bees or wasp. No, I don't know nothing about that. Suck it on a person's nose. Yeah, I can get with that. Arousal.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I'm
that's
just
cute.
asking.
You said, what is it?
I can
Suck it
kiss
on
your
her
nose.
Like kiss your nose.
But I'm not sucking no nose because I don't want no man dropping down onto my tongue.
What, a booger? Or
Yeah. Everybody caught that, but
Oh, wow. Arousal to a course.
that was yours.
That's why I said you don't want them. You don't want all 46 of those.
Of
Well,
course.
I do
Yeah.
like being choked. I forgot about that.
You forgot about
I
that.
like choked during penetration.
Yeah,
That's the penetration
exactly.
guy.
That's exciting.
You like to
That's
be choked.
exciting.
During
Huh?
penetration.
Did you
Lena.
say
That
choke?
is exciting.
Did you say choke?
Yeah,
A
it's
little
exciting.
choke, a little
Doing
choke.
in the midst of an
Like, I
orgasm.
don't want to be killed or nothing but.
It's just a little something.
Look.
Yeah, just.
Yeah,
That we couldn't be together.
yeah, because you'd be dead. You'd be
Get
dead
the
with
fuck
them,
out of here.
with them big old hands. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Fuck out of here, Quay.
Your windpipe be crushed.
That's fucked up, man.
Arousal
That's
to
fucked up.
stuttering.
That's fucked up, Quay.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Arousal. I can get with the arousal to feet.
That's what we was just talking about.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely aroused by. I know you're not. I see your face. Like,
You can't get with the feet.
I don't like feet. Like, don't touch me. Like, don't let them touch me in the bed. Man,
Yeah.
None of that. But I do prefer a guy with pretty feet.
Okay.
Oh, it's nothing like it. And then for me, I like to be with one person because I like to do a lot of different things.
Right,
So
yeah.
I definitely have arousal to feet because we together and I love you.
It's no holds barred. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
sweet.
I can get with that arousal to butt. Yes.
Anything
Definitely.
for love, but
I
I won't do that.
I think we all have different degrees of things that we'll do. I'm not tossing nobody's goddamn salad.
I'm
not doing that.
Sometimes, though.
I mean, okay, let's talk about it, Miss Kitty, because you just gave that look like.
What? What? Why?
Because it was. Because wait a minute, let me tell you about him. He's sitting over there, turned on already. You done said the right stuff.
No. Do you find anything wrong with that? If you're like with your lover, and like I said, like it's not something you do to everybody.
Right, I agree.
It's not something you don't just go. I wouldn't just go around. Oh, I'm gonna go home his ass night. You know what I'm saying? No, absolutely not. But if I'm with you and I love you, it's no holds bars. And I hate when females be like, "Oh, he gay." That's not true.
That's not true. Yeah, we've had that discussion.
You're childish.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like no. But if I'm with my man and once and we together and I love you. There's really no holds bars with me. I'm sorry.
And that was one thing, we talked about this a few shows ago. I asked the men how many of them were open-minded enough to let their woman massage their prostate. And, of course, a lot of men were like, that's some faggy shit, this, that, and the other. But it's not a man doing it. It's your woman. Right. And I think that men don't understand that they get their hardest orgasm by allowing a woman to massage their prostate because
I just
that is their where their G-spot is.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I literally just before I came here
really
had this conversation.
Okay.
And I said that's why most men really don't like to go to the doctors because when
that prostate exam.
Right.
Yeah.
When that happens and they know that they're going to get an erection, and it makes them feel a certain way.
They feel like they're less of a man because of it.
And it can make you pop off like immediately if one thing is touched. But right there is like telling you, like, come on, that ain't anything.
You know what I think about men that has a problem? Me personally, I don't want to toss no salad. I'm scared it might be a little piece of shit or something left back down.
Because men, let's be honest, y'all don't wipe y'all ass good.
Right.
Not my people.
I'm not saying all men, but I'm just saying they don't take that special effort to clean their asses sometimes. Some.
I don't care if he just got out the tub. He still might fart or something. Might have a wet fart or anything.
Oh, wet
like
fart is the worst.
I don't want. So, I just don't.
Let me
interrupt that.
Yeah, I'm about to get into this right now.
However, I think that men that gets all the offended and upset, like, oh, don't go, like, you make a mistake and touch him or something, he think it's gay. I think he's the one that's fighting with being gay.
Exactly.
Like,
I would have to agree with you on
because
that.
a real man know he's not gonna be insecure about certain things.
Exactly.
He knows he's a man.
Exactly.
So
I would
let me
agree.
ask you a question. Have you ever had your salad tossed?
Yes.
Okay,
I like it.
So let me ask you a question. What's to say that while he getting into it, you don't bust a fart in his mouth?
Well, I mean, I hope I don't. You know what I mean?
Who knows? You don't know your body.
I know mine.
You do?
Yeah.
You know when you gonna fart every time?
Yes,
and
because
you clench your cheeks so that it
but
doesn't.
if that's gonna happen, if I think that's
especially
gonna
when
happen,
you in relaxed mode. Ooh. Oh, I didn't mean that. You gotta have a real good motherfucker to be like, you know what, babe? Don't even worry about it.
Well, I mean, if it's
don't even worry about it, babe. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, babe, don't worry about it. I love you.
I got you.
If I feel one coming, I'm gonna do something.
You're gonna stop.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna flip over, act like I want to do something else. Like I'm ready to give you something.
Right?
If I feel a fart coming.
Oh, but don't get it twisted. We still gonna hear it. We
But it's
still
not
gonna
in your
hear it.
face. It's the point that she's making.
I
Well,
might make
that
an
is
excuse
true.
to use. Look, I got pee.
I got it. Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
I
Oh
make
no,
an
I'm gonna
excuse.
tell you. Like, yo, hold up, wait.
Yeah, like rap.
Like I got,
You know what I'm saying? I got
You're
to.
very respectful.
My sister's best friend said she was giving this man some head one day, and he just farted. Like
My
the
best
most
friend. Oh, I'm
stinking
sorry.
fart.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
My best friend is online, Stacy, who was at the show with us.
Oh, okay.
She said a real nigga gonna let you lick that ass. She's so extra. I just can't.
She's on live.
She's on live.
Oh, you gotta turn it down some because he recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So yeah, I mean, no, I don't have an issue with that as long as you clean. Of course, that would be mandatory. Like,
Of course.
So you ain't got no
Yeah.
problem in tossing your man's out.
mm,
Why you shy?
I'm not
What the
shy,
hell?
but
This is the
She
Intimacy
said if
Chronicles, damn it.
Right, but
I'm
she's
not
saying if
shy.
she's
I might
one-on-one
be
with that person,
with that
she's
person.
exactly.
I'm not saying
That's
that I
not
have
something
everybody
for
I've dealt
everybody.
with like that, or I've
Right.
done it with everybody I've been with. No, you know,
Yeah.
it has to be like a very intimate
what's
relationship,
up.
somebody that I've been with. Like,
Exactly.
but it's not anything that I would oppose. No, not at all. Like,
you're
once you
open-minded.
right,
Yeah.
like in a relationship, you got to do things to keep it spiced up.
I
You
agree.
know
Have you
what
ever
I'm
been
saying?
teabagged?
I have. I've been, yes.
You like it?
Love it.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. Have you ever been teabagged?
Teabagged.
Yes.
You talking like when a
Tea-
guy stands on the
teabag,
top of you?
teabag.
No.
You never been teabagged.
No.
Do you know what teabagging is?
Does it do what?
Do you know what teabagging is?
Yeah, she just said
When
she
a guy
just-
stands on top of you
yeah.
and throws his saggy balls in your face? No, that's never happened yet. I mean, I nobody ever did it.
So you've
I've
been
sucked some-
teabagged and you enjoy it.
Yeah, I was married.
Can you give can you give the queen
I'm like,
one-on-one
you're
so she can finally know
But let
and
me,
get it done?
Let me clear this shit up right now. Because
Yeah.
it's not that I need one-on-one.
Right.
I don't want to look up and see nobody's, as you said, what you say?
Saggy balls?
Saggy balls in my face.
This
That's
is your
just
husband's
me.
saggy
It doesn't
balls.
matter. I don't want to look up and see balls.
Oh my God.
Call me petty. I don't really care.
Well, all that kind of falls into all of that is right in the same area. So if a guy is standing over top of you and everything is open ATV, you just kind of like,
But
and you getting all of it. Like,
my thing
see,
was
that's
I
why I
like
can't talk. I
her.
go too far.
the tea.
I like
No, we
her.
love it.
No,
We
the
love it.
teabagging. I've never did the teabag. See, but with me though, when I'm in love, it's certain things that I will bend for.
Okay.
I won't eat his ass, but I would let him teabag me. You feel me? If we in a relationship, and that's what he wanted, and that turned
Yeah.
him on. Cause
Okay.
it's, the dick is
It's
right
a
there
give
by the
and take,
balls,
yeah.
and sometimes I lift the dick up and eat
Balls
the balls
is there.
too. You know what I
Of
mean?
course,
So
and sometimes
what's the
together.
difference? I
Now,
just never
let me
been
say now,
teabagged.
You just
okay.
haven't had anybody do it from over top.
Right, I just never had.
Right, and that's my point. I'll
Right.
play with the balls and stuff, but I don't want you standing over me with your balls in my face.
Your whole
That's
asshole, all that right there.
Exactly. I don't want all of that. It's so there is a difference. It's not that I won't play with the balls, but I don't want them hanging over my face.
Right.
So have you ever had a 69 with the man on top? I've never.
No, I haven't. I've always been the one on top.
But I heard, I had a friend, and she said that was better than the opposite way. Because
Oh, really?
the way that goes in the throat.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know.
Same thing.
Is it the same thing?
It's the same thing. That's
It's the
just
same.
like being teabagged.
I
Yes.
think it's just I'm laying in a different position where the balls aren't hanging over me.
I couldn't
I
have
think
the man
I
on top
really
because I
am.
always ass in
I'ma
my
say-
face.
That's my point.
But it's not.
That
It's
is
kind
my
of up. And
point.
I'm gonna say why it's better because when you're on top and it get good, you get lazy. You kind of you know how I'm
I
saying.
can- yeah,
When,
I
it's not
can.
that you get lazy, but you get so into what he doing that you be like, you know.
Okay.
But when it's on bottom, it's like he can still kind of like thrush you. You know what I'm saying? He
Gotcha.
can still kind of. So you really
I
can't.
I can understand
Run away
that.
from it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
That's why I would say it's better.
Okay.
It really all depends on.
Here we go.
I mean, that
Y'all
I've
got
never
him
been-
stuttering and everything.
I've never been on top as far as the 69 where I'm on
Goddamn
top,
right.
and I don't want to be. And before she even throw the shade,
I'm not throwing
before
shade.
she even throw the
I'm
shade,
not throwing
I
shade.
figure I'll say it. I mean, I'm 6'5", I'm a big dude, so I'm not expecting to get on top of a woman in a 69 position. I mean, it reminds me of too much of, you know, the Nutty Professor when he laid on top of Jada Pinkett and she just drifted into the fucking sand. I don't want that shit to happen. I don't want that shit to happen. So I just choose to just let her be on top. I mean, hell, shit, ain't no problem.
I mean,
it's just
it's
for us.
Both of them, like he said, both of them good.
Right.
Yeah.
But for us, it's sort of like a control thing, especially if we eating you and you can't run and we locked up. So now you can't run and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now. And then it's like you got this against your face and shit. So now it's like you have no other choice.
And
but
that's
to be
what
like,
I'm saying. That's when you get lazy and you be on the side like,
I can see that.
Yeah, because when it do
I can see that.
I ain't doing nothing.
It's
It
like
just
you
be
don't
hanging
feel
out
like
your
doing
mouth
no
like a
extra work
lollipop.
at that point.
But that's why I don't prefer to do a 69 anyway.
Okay.
I want you to have your time, and I want to have my time.
Right.
Because when I'm getting it, I don't want work. I just want to lay back and just enjoy it. And the same thing with you.
Like trying to think at the same. Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely like, especially if it's like one of those nights where you just flipping around doing everything. And you just boom, boom, boom. But yeah, sometimes I like that one-on-one. You do you.
Right.
I do me, and I prefer to go last.
Right. Yes.
Because when I get. Reach my client when it starts to thump. I need you to jump.
Right, exactly.
It's time to go.
Exactly. You speechless?
Wow, y'all go hard here.
I told
we are
y'all
having the conversation. You hear me, mommy? Do not come on my live.
I warned y'all about all the stuff that we talk about.
I love it.
Yeah, I knew you would because you and I have had an intense conversation on the phone.
Right.
So, now, in terms of relationships, tell me what you all have experienced in relationships as far as good, bad, any dating woes. I know you touched on some things, but Kitty, what have you experienced as far as relationships are concerned?
What do you mean?
In terms of
sexual,
you're dating someone and you know you're into them and they're playing games or even sexually. I mean,
for me, I've experienced a lot in relationships. As I said, I was married for 9 years. It was abusive.
Okay.
I think I'm attracted to the same. I'm starting to realize what I do wrong.
Yeah.
I think I'm attracted to the same type of man. That's why I keep getting the same result. Every time. I've experienced some fun, but I think I've experienced everything. Like I said, my mind just always go back to the hurt. You know, I can't say that it's not all bad. It's not all good, but it's not all bad, or it's not all bad, whatever. But I mean, the bad stick out the most. So mental, especially mental. Mental is worse than.
Of course.
I mean, both of them is damaging.
I think a lot of people look past the mental a lot. You know, if it's
That's
not
what
physical abuse, like,
it
I'm not.
messes me more.
Right. It
to have
does.
somebody just all day, you this, you can't do that, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Play on my mind.
Right.
You know, your mental health is everything.
And that's hard to get over. I feel like sometimes you could probably get over the physical more so than the mental, because that is a breakdown of who
scars
you are.
heal.
Say what you said last night.
I was so...
Okay, basically, she bust somebody's windows, you know, that she was dating. You know, she broke his windows. He asked her, why did she break his windows? And she was like, because you broke my heart. You know, he thought that was ludicrous, bogus excuse, but I feel that excuse. You might not see the damage that you're doing by playing games with me, and I broke something that you can go and replace.
Right, exactly.
You might can't fix my heart
because mental is hard.
Mental is hard. Yeah, and his mother, when he told his mother that I said that, she really felt when I said that, like she could identify with that, being a woman.
She had a similar
just men, you know, not saying all men, but majority. You know, they look at how the female react, and see, I don't really get mad. I'm the type of female, if the same dog barking up our tree, and for every action there's a reaction. She's not acting like that for nothing, and neither am I. I'm not out here busting his windows and acting irate for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing something to me that's messing with my mental.
Right.
So you can't blame me because you look at everybody see what I did to him. Y'all see it.
Right.
So you telling me my hurt inside is not real? So and not real.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question, because I really would like to know that part. When I'm gonna just use you for example, when you say, let's say who busted out somebody's window? You busted out somebody's window. Okay, so let me ask you a question. What did you get from that? Like, this is what I try to let people know. Like, if you bust out somebody's window, that is just a satisfactory for that period.
Yes,
of time.
it was temporary. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, was it worth it?
No.
Busting out the window. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying for what he did was right. Never. You know what I'm saying? But we believe in karma.
Well, and I think as she said, in that moment, it was satisfaction. Because I think a lot of times when we are broken down mentally, there's no get back for us.
Right.
And he's moved on with somebody else.
Right.
But we're still left with the same hurt.
We're still hurting.
Men, y'all aren't going to understand that for the simple fact that you all see it one way. But for women, I'm not saying that y'all don't hurt deep, but that mental stays with us. You know,
because we are receivers.
Exactly.
We are receivers.
Exactly.
So I'm going to hurt way longer because I have, I'm in a situation with my baby father. Of course, we're having sex. And think about it like this. We're having sex. We're not using protection. I have a child bound. Mm-hmm. So every time we have sex, you're leaving lives in me. You're leaving it. So that's a connection. I'm connected to you. Right. It's not that easy for us to just get up and say, oh, I'm done with him. And like a man could, because they're not receivers. They don't, it's like, so it's stuck with us. So it's thick with us. So me busting out, it was temporary. I felt bad the next day because it's not karma's energy. Karma's eye for eye, tooth for tooth. You hit me, you kill my brother, I'm going to kill you. So I'm well aware that the energy that I put out, I'm going to get back. But at the moment, but who's to say that he's not getting the energy that he put out back?
Yeah, but we don't see it. And that's the thing. It's like when you don't see it, you feel like he's not paying.
Right.
And you want to see him pay.
Hurt.
Exactly.
I want you to feel like I felt. Like I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you a prime example. Here's an example. I was involved. I'm sorry, do you have a question?
No,
I was
Richard
just
had a
going to
question.
say,
Quiet storm.
Oh, my question. So you Kitty?
Yes.
Okay. So you went through this you was in an abusive relationship, so thanks for sharing. Appreciate that. So always wondered, like, when you're in a situation like that and you go through so much hurt, so much pain, and then you move on to your next relationship. How long have you ever been through in a stage where you was afraid to love again, or?
Yeah, I'm damaged. I'm still damaged goods.
Still trying to.
Yeah, I'm definitely damaged. It's just not easy. Sometimes I think, I kind of, because you go into the relationship even with the same man, or sometimes you can become the abuser a little bit. So right now, I'm just trying to take some time to work on me and heal, to get myself together before I try to love anybody, because I don't know how to. I have trust issues, the way I talk to people, and I think sometimes I can try to sabotage things. We talked about that, right?
We talked about that,
right.
Yeah.
So
not intentional, right?
No, when you're hurt, you feel like you don't deserve that love from the next. Yeah, exactly. I think you do it purposely because you feel like you're not deserving of that love from the next person. So you don't trust it a lot of times, and you will intentionally do things to fuck it up.
Push them away.
So that's a sign of being afraid.
No.
I think sometimes people do that. They get to a certain point.
Exactly.
They don't want, and they're like, you know what? I've been through this, and if one more step, I'm going to give him all my all. Right. And he could be a nice guy.
That's my biggest issue.
And you sabotage it, you pick a fight or you do something, but sometimes it's not even.
And you're hoping that they go away and they don't.
Yeah.
you know, and then you say to yourself, well, this person, you try to give them an easy out, and when they don't take it, you still like apprehensive, like, you know, do I trust that he's still here after all the bullshit I put him through?
Right.
You still don't know if you're deserving of that kind of love.
Yeah.
Because I went through that. Yeah.
I didn't walk away from 2 very good relationships. Like, right now, I think one of my close friends, a guy, he said I'm attracted to just looks.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew the other guy that I was dating before my baby father.
Okay.
And he was just too nice. And but the crazy part about it, even though he was so nice, I could actually look at him and see a future with him.
Okay.
Whereas though I'm so in love with my baby father, but I can't see a future. I don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and sorry, honey. But I want to, you know, but that is just reality is I can't. But with the guy before, I could look and I could see him cutting the grass and having a house and him taking my kids to the football. But I feel like in my mind, because I'm so damaged, I wasn't deserving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I just went to somebody that I felt reminded me of my husband because of the physical attraction. Right. And I'm kind of getting the same result. Mm-hmm. But he's a lot more honest. Like, it is like, he still lied, but he like, you know, it's not just you. So I could kind of respect that. My thing is, give me an option.
Right.
I can deal with an option better, but yeah, back to your question. I don't know. I'm still healing, so I can't.
And we talked about energy, like the energy that you put out is what you bring back to you. And so when we are attracting the same type over and over again, we are sending for that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So once we, you know, start checking our own shit and changing some things, then we attract a different energy because we're putting out a different energy.
Right.
But it takes time to get to that point, and we have to allow ourselves to heal in between relationships because a lot of times we'll go from one to the next without allowing ourselves the opportunity to heal and just be alone.
Yes. See, but me, I will take that downtime.
Okay, good.
I definitely will take that now, especially because I have children and I have boys and I have a daughter now, but I don't want my kids to because kids are like easily influenced, and I don't want my kids to be falling in love with this guy and then falling in love with this guy and it don't work, and mommy bedroom doors just revolving, you know. Right. And not only that, I be trying to give myself time for me, like, but I still keep attracting the same. Yeah, I like pretty boys.
But you are working on it, and we talked about that. It's like you are aware. It's different when you're not aware, but now you are aware, so you can start to work on it. It takes time. I mean, you didn't just get like this. You've been this way. Right. So it takes time to kind of make small changes. You did your cleansing, and I thought that was phenomenal, you know.
Absolutely.
Because I think all of us sometimes need to take that sage and go around the house and do a cleansing.
Yes, indeed. That is everything.
It's everything, exactly, yeah.
So let me ask you this question, because I haven't been physically on that abusive end. I sort of, but not on an everyday. I mean, I had a woman who I was dating threaten me with a knife, but I mean, it wasn't like that. Good? I mean,
yeah, she didn't want to leave. She said, "You better give it to me. I'm gonna take it with me."
You know, but
she's like, she cut your manhood off, or just to cut you, period.
No, I was tickling her. I mean, I'm a jokeful person. I like to play. You know, make you laugh. You know, because I don't want to. I don't like to argue. I hate arguing. Yeah. Even though sometimes your mate can draw you into an argument without you even knowing. Right. So I don't like to argue. I hate that. I like to laugh more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we would. I was playing and I said a joke and we was laughing and I'm tickling and all of a sudden she was saying stop. Now to us when y'all women say stop when we tickling y'all,
y'all think we don't mean it.
We don't think y'all mean it. It's
Wow.
just like, because y'all still laughing, you know. But
I don't be laughing.
You're like,
right, but at this point she was like, stop, and all of a sudden she was cutting potatoes and she was like, stop, damn it, if I cut your mouth on that. I told her.
but she had to get your attention because
Oh
you
my
wasn't
gosh.
listening.
Well, she was laughing at the same time.
Oh, she's crazy.
Right, but once
Yeah,
she
she
said
was,
stop, and you wasn't listening, she
Well,
felt like she had to get your attention.
well,
I'm not condoning her methods.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
condone
saying.
the knife cutting.
She felt like you wasn't paying attention, so she had to get your attention by using the knife.
that was a bad attention.
Well,
I mean,
worked.
she could have
You
slammed the
stopped.
knife. She could have slammed the knife down like, stop, damn it, you know, like one of them.
But that's
you
all
know.
right. That's enough.
But yeah, but not no
Now
stop,
I got to
motherfucker.
cut
Like,
you.
when you holding up the knife at me, like, damn.
Well, that's
But,
a little different.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Well, what happened was I had a young lady that I was dating, and she cheated on me because we talking about this hurt, and I helped her. She needed finances for a house, so I helped her down payment for a house, and come to find out, because she was staying with me for about a month or so, and I'm thinking, okay, well, get this house now. We all gonna be together. Come to find out, she moved another dude in. I happened to drive there because you know how y'all women get y'all intuition.
Right.
Us men get
Men get intuition
we
too.
get ours too.
Yeah.
And I rolled up. It was late night, and whether I'm saying I thought I was gonna see her car just in the driveway, I seen her car and his truck.
Oh, so you knew the guy.
Now I'm a mechanic.
Mm.
I run a mobile service. I'm good with the tools. They could have came out. All cars would have been on all fours. They could have started the bitch, and the bitch would have blew up. The whole
wow.
9 yards. Because I was that adamant, because I was into her that deep.
Right.
And I helped you get a house.
Exactly.
And you mean tell me you moved another guy in?
Oh yeah.
I would have did something to her.
I really wanted to.
I mean, I would have wanted to.
But here's the thing. I wind up to the point where I left it alone.
Right.
And when I left it alone, her
She
car
lost her
car
house.
got totaled.
I know it.
You know, it
I
just
know it.
things started happening,
The
a domino
universal-
effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust and
So,
universe.
you know, sometimes, you know, I've never busted a woman's windows, even though, you know, the one that cheated on me with 3 guys, I should have
3.
did that. But, you know, I think women differently. Because I don't think men bust out women windows. You know, I mean,
y'all just hide in the bushes and shit like that.
Huh?
I mean, y'all just hide in the bushes and shit like that.
Or when a man gets stalky
When
like
a
that,
man,
it's
tell you
scary.
like this.
What,
That's
man?
how my husband was at the end when I started getting over it, and it wasn't even that I was cheating. I just was over it. I had
Right.
reached my breaking point, and I wrote a song about me just being over it. And
You too?
yeah, he
You
got
wrote a
crazy.
song too?
You know what song I told him about.
And that's the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah.
I had my baby father. I got more than one baby father. Okay, so I don't want to tell you the same one I was talking about earlier. But the one before him, he was very abusive. Me cheating on him was wearing lip gloss, wearing pants too tight. He used to cut my clothes up. He used to fight me. He used to wait out in the bushes, stuff like that. And I wasn't even cheating on him. He just each guy got with. We've had our issues, but it was all different. This particular one, this is the stuff he did. He'll kidnap me. He'll hold me hostage. After a while, the breaking point was it was Thanksgiving. At the time, I only had 2 kids. No, I had 3 kids. You know, one of them being his. They all upstairs. And he's got me in the basement, duct taped, tied up, rope, walking back and forth, crying, threatening to stab me and then stab himself. You know, that was it should have been my breaking point before then, but after that, I had to plead for him, like, and I'm normally hard, like, I ain't gonna do too much crying or nothing like that. But that day, like, he was so adamant he was gonna kill me, then kill himself. I had to cry and make him believe that I wasn't gonna call the police. None of that. So that's what I had to do. I had to sleep with him that night, all that, because he used to rape me all the time. How can your boyfriend rape you? I didn't want to do it. He was only 2 minutes. He only lasted 2 minutes, so it wasn't worth my time anyway. That's why I didn't want to do it. But basically, that's what happened. I left him, and the next guy I got with, he treated me the same way, but it was in a mental. It was more mentally than physically.
Okay.
That's what
You
I'm
feel what I'm
saying.
saying? He did the same stuff.
Right.
It was just more mental.
And it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to recover from that mental. You know, I think men don't understand it. So in your case, Kitty, when you say you bust the windows out the car, it's like I can understand that because in that moment, that was your only source of satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, you felt bad afterwards, but in that moment, it kind of, you felt vindicated.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've wanted it to be his face. I was
Yeah.
just so upset at the moment. Like, you just keep playing with my heart. Like, and
Like you asked, was it worth it? It's almost like, you traveling home late at night, you hungry, and the only place that's open is McDonald's. You don't eat McDonald's. You don't eat McDonald's at all.
Yeah.
But for that moment, you need something to put on your stomach. You might have been
Exactly.
drinking or whatever. You need something to put on your stomach. In the morning, your stomach will be all fucked up. You're
Right.
probably going to have the shits, all of that. But
Not
at that
even the
point,
But
morning.
not
right. But
right.
it
but in
already
that moment,
satisfies you that
exactly.
moment.
Yeah.
You know?
I've
And
been there.
That's how I look
Right.
at it.
Right back.
Like 3 hours later, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
in that moment, you trying to fill a void. You want that satisfaction
Right.
because that's probably the closest that you're going to get to be able to, get revenge in
Right.
a sense. You hate to say that it comes down to that, but when it comes down to mental abuse, I think men don't really understand how detrimental it is for us. I'm not saying that men don't experience that, but we are emotional creatures.
we are emotional.
Yeah, and it could destroy us.
But men know that.
yeah,
And they play on that.
And they play on
I
it.
told Lean that I feel like, and I told even my baby father that I feel like men put the same mental bondage on us that the white man apply to them.
Yeah.
And they don't even even
realize
notice
it.
it.
Yeah.
That y'all putting y'all make us like we gotta.
Yeah, blow pops.
Ooh.
Give me that red thing.
Which red?
What's that one? I'll take that.
This is
That's
church.
a regular. Which one is that?
This is. You want this one?
I'm sorry, I got
Alright.
distracted by the blow pops.
We all
Yeah, I know. I forgot what I was saying. I said blow pop.
I'm sorry, say what? Quiet storm.
I just want to see how y'all look on Facebook.
Damn, I like a blow pop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, you still going
I'm
down.
sorry.
Now, I just want to let y'all know that, that by Dr. Love giving y'all these blow pops, I want y'all to always stay sucker free.
Oh my, that was so
Stop.
damn whack.
You could have gave me, God damn you, Queen!
So damn whack. But you tried it. You tried it.
Listen, I parted that joke all the way
I
from
know
home.
you did.
And you gonna shut me down, yo.
Okay.
You gonna shut me down,
Yeah,
yo.
my
All
bad.
the way from
Good
home.
looking out.
Parted-
Good looking out.
Yeah, yo. Thank you. I parted that one all the way from home.
Oh my God, he was waiting to deliver that line.
Listen.
I was at the right
All
time.
the way from home. 2 hours into the show. That was a long time.
Stay
We said on that
sucker-free.
day.
It was timing. It's called timing.
Okay.
Timing. So let me. I'm
He
just
nailed
saying.
it all right.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
that
thank
was
you, bro.
whack.
Thank you, bro. You really understand. No, yeah. Listen.
He ain't
Don't
hit
nobody-
shit out the park.
Ah,
That shit stayed right at home plate.
ah.
Look, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Oh, God.
All right, so Miss Kitty,
Yes.
I'll start with you first.
Okay.
So you say that you're hurt. You wrote a song about it. What was the name of the song?
Over it.
Over it. Okay.
Time out.
Okay.
Turn that
What?
around.
Did he say whoop that?
He said, whoop that
trick.
trick. Let's-
Who said whoop that trick?
No, I just started laughing. He was like, whoop that trick.
Oh
Listen,
man.
he told me he was going to be late today, right? And I said, okay. So I said, just bring that ass. So he going.
Did you bring the cocoa bread though?
Is it hooked up in this other phone?
Oh my God! Really?
Forgot the cocoa bread?
Look, that was
Don't
a show
start
2 weeks
stuttering.
ago.
Don't start stuttering.
Damn.
This
So-
episode, fellas.
Well, let me
There
ask.
you go.
Okay, and so basically, both of y'all sing. So
Right.
I wish I sang.
how many CDs have you all came out with so far?
I have an extensive catalog, but I have not released a project. Only because I have a project I released back in the day when I was with Teflon. That probably was back in the early 2000s. But since I've been back out, I have not released. I've released a single, So Fine. An EP, I'm working on my EP, Unicorn. But I haven't released anything yet because it takes time. This is not something people think, oh, they just rap is a hobby. No, this is probably one of the hardest jobs you have to have.
You have
to have your paperwork right.
What you thinking for?
Because
Just saying.
Because
you are constantly working, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
No.
No, I took my break.
No.
I stopped.
You took a break, but you have a catalog.
Yes, I have music because when I came back, but it still takes time because studio time is not cheap. Then not only I'm just not gonna be like out here. Oh, I'm gonna record my music and I'm gonna throw it up on SoundCloud.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not. I have kids to feed, so I have to make sure my codes and everything. I got my SoundScan, my BDS. I got my own publishing company.
Okay.
You got to do all these things, and it's not easy. It's a real live job.
Right. Yeah.
And then your songs got to be mixed. Don't just go to the studio and the song is done.
Right.
You got to get it mixed.
Exactly.
You got to get it mastered. And this stuff not cheap if you wanted the sound quality. See, people be mad at 92 Key won't put my music on the radio.
Detail that she puts into her work.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Number one, Queen gets on me because she thinks that I'm not doing. I'm working on the EP myself. Okay, but just like I tried to tell Queen that it takes time. Because when I write about experiences. I wrote a song too about my previous hurt.
Whoop that trick.
Huh?
Whoop that trick.
No, that was already taken.
That was
already taken.
Yeah.
No, but the name of the song is "I Can't Breathe Your Love." So I wrote when that
nice.
happened.
What you sing?
He sings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can sing.
You say you do music. I just assumed you was a rapper. You just.
Huh?
I just assumed you was a rapper.
Rick Ross.
But okay.
Yeah.
He was there for Halloween, y'all. Like I sent y'all the picture.
So sexy.
Or Barry White. No. I've been working on. So I understand about the studio time and you start writing and then you gotta take a break and all of that stuff or whatever. So that's what I tried to let her know. But it ain't that I've quit from the project. It's just that you got to get with certain people that see your vision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's going
to be with you, all the way. So, that's where I am. But now that I found out that both of you all sing, can you give us a little something?
Yes. What y'all want us to do? Oh, you want us to do the songs? We will.
I mean, you can do anything.
Whatever comes to heart,
I'm going first.
I'm just gonna say something real quick.
Okay.
All I want to say is.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. They think they know where you're coming from by looking at. You don't like my music?
What?
What you gave her a look?
Yeah, he gave me a look.
No, I look like
So
what?
I'm just playing.
That's
Hit it, girl.
It's crazy.
Since we got a song called Thelma and Louise, I'm just gonna rap
See that.
part of my verse to it.
Let me start it off then.
Yeah. Let's start it off then.
Okay. How my verse start?
Can we play it?
Okay. Yes, I love Thelma and Louise.
I do too. I can see that.
I love it. And when we shoot this video, it's about to be dope.
And this is not finished yet, y'all. So y'all got the.
She's
we got we got the official.
Yeah. So y'all got the exclusive.
So yes, y'all are getting a sneak peek to Thelma and Louise because it's definitely not mixed, not mastered. Shout outs to CJP, Chap Johnson. Shout outs to Inkwell Studios for getting it recorded. It sounds pretty good, but we're not done with it yet. And the video is definitely gonna be dope. Aileen, You ready?
For what?
To ride tonight, enjoy your life.
Fuck being a wife
For 9 to 5.
We love our kids, but bitch,
Like Thelma and Louise. I ride for you, you ride for me. My enemies, my enemies. Like Thelma and Louise. I ride for you, you ride for me. No questions asked, just aim and squeeze. Like Thelma and Louise. Yeah.
I ride for you, you ride for me. Your enemies, my enemies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
I ride for you, you ride for me. No questions asked, just aim and squeeze.
Yeah. Streets calling our name. Let's paint them red, 2 bad bitches. MAC lipstick and 4 inches. Yo, best believe we got the tone with us, who fucking with it? Tell me who? Charlie's Angels, Sissy Malibu. And if that bitch ain't my bitch, then yo bitch, yo fucking fluke. Stay true, we been. Fuck hoes, no new friends, and fuck those who oppose anything on our end. Get gassed up, we gon' mass up and ride out on these little smuts. And one thing we won't give is one thing. Go, put your hands high, this is sick up. Go hard for that quick buck. He want us both, that's a quick bust. Fuck around and get a head rush from that kitty pair and double cup. It's double trouble with the double pumps. Sauce stripping just like my fronts. Boss 2 alphas on the hunt. Better follow the wave and he swallow the wave and call that cascade. They say life's a bitch and she be throwing shade, but I'm heavily made, so I'm gonna bring. Cause I got 3 kings and I call them son. And I call them son cause they shine like one. And I ain't worried about the curves that it's gonna throw cause I'm TTG, been
Like
ready to go. Whoa. I ride for you, you ride for me. Your enemies, my enemies. Like Thelma and Louise. I ride for you, you ride for me. No questions asked, just aim and squeeze. Like Thelma and Louise. I ride for you, you ride for me. Your enemies, my enemies. Like Thelma and Louise. Yeah.
I ride for you, you ride for me.
No questions asked, just aim and squeeze. Yeah.
Me and my bitch hop in the whip, higher than life, fly out this bitch. All I need in this life is sin is me and my girlfriend. I'm a ride, she a rider. We on a Tupac shit. If I don't like you, she don't like you. Take a seat, you've been dismissed.
Yeah.
Can't fuck with these lanes, created my lane. They think I'm insane, I come from the pain. I am a lion. I have an invisible mate. Please don't try me. I put the whole hole in you. My bitch beside me, and yeah, we taking the stage. We come from the struggle. Too bad that's mothers, you don't like us. I don't know what to tell you suckers. Y'all some dum-dums, some little bum-bums. From Baltimore, we ain't scared to use our guns.
Yeah, man. When we hop out.
That was just a little preview, y'all.
That was a sneak
a little
preview,
sneak
y'all.
preview. It's not
Y'all
even
heard
finished.
it
The
here.
song's not even finished.
The Intimacy Chronicles.
Yes.
Lean Baltimore and Miss Kitty.
Hey.
Yes. What other projects do you all have
man.
that you're working on at this time?
Well, right now, my personal project, I hope that it drops in April. I don't want to give it an exact date.
Okay.
I'm an independent mother of 5. You know, not only am I an independent mother, I'm also an independent artist. I independently manage myself, all of that. Right now, you know, I've had a few people that I was given, opportunity, giving them a chance to see why they should be my manager, and they didn't meet, my criteria or whatever. So I'm still basically managing myself at this point. So I don't want to give an exact date, but I'm hoping that by April, the middle of April, that my project dropped. That's going to be basically, I haven't been on the scene that long. I was modeling first. Like I said, one day I got mad at my baby father and I wrote the song Fuck Niggas.
Okay.
So therefore, from then, I didn't even finish writing the song. My nephews heard it and they pushed me to finish the song. And ever since then, people just keep pushing me to do music. After that, I realized that, music, I always loved music, so I figured music is my passion. So basically, my mixtape is going to be a combination of everything that I've done from day one to now. And then I'm going to have an EP with like 4 songs on it, what I think is going to be singles that I'm trying to drop. That's all happening in April. If everything goes, as planned, if it's the Lord's will,
Right.
I also plan on in April having my mixtape release party /EP, having a Team Lean fashion show, incorporated in it because, like I said, I was modeling and stuff first. I hope that my book I'm working on a book right now, so I'm hoping that's published at the time. If
Jack
it's not,
of all trades.
if that's not, that's gonna be coming out after that. But yes, the mixtape, the EP. What else? I'm actually working on a movie right now. Of course, I'm in a reality show as well too.
Right.
That's a project. We got the music that we're working on because we're thinking about doing us a little mixtape project. Yes, because we gotta.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty much that's basically it. I'm moving to California in November. I plan on having all of this done before then.
Okay.
My team lean business is gonna be. This is the last thing. My team. Basically, right now. And it's all in the works. Of course, a lot of people say they own this or own that, and they really don't have the paperwork in order. So basically, I'm getting the business side of stuff worked out right now, but I plan on opening up my Team Lean Studios, and that's for actors, models, and also all artistry, singing, harmonizing, rapping, whatever it is you do. And I want that to be a start for people like myself that came in the game and didn't know anything at first. I want to help them brand their self. So they want without them going through the bullshit of everything else you got to go through. Nobody telling you exactly what you got to go through. You do all this, and then you find out after you've been in the game for a year or two, oh, I got to get this done, I got to get this done. Right. So it's going to be like a schooling process at the same time. Teaching is going to be runway classes. It's going to be posing classes. I'm going to have somebody there to teach the business aspect of the music. If I don't already got it all down packed to teach myself by that time. So all of that's in the works, as well as opening up. And my kids, my 5 children, because they're all actors, models, and little artists themselves. So they're going to be my first 5.
That's good.
Team leaners.
Team leaders, yeah. Miss Kitty?
Well, me, as I said, I'm working on the EP Unicorn because I am magical. Also, the Thelma and Louise project that I want to work on with Lane. The Baltimore Purge radio show that we host every Friday. I also do a networking event every once in a while, Brand Baltimore, where you can come and network whatever it is that you do. Okay. It's just about branding and meeting new people for new business ventures. We also have the showcase coming up February the 15th, Tantric Soleil. That is at the Cultural Arts Center. Tickets are $20, but it's more of an experience. This event. It's not a show. It's basically something very sensual. You're gonna have some singing, some open mic, some spoken word, some dancing. It's a catered event. You got vendors, so it's gonna be really sexy. Yeah. You got your girls walking around in their lingerie, serving the food and the drinks. So it's gonna be real sexy.
Look at his face.
Y'all can see it. No.
Yes, I got tickets with me also.
I'll post it.
And also, we just did. I just put together 2 female songs for a project called the Baltimore Zoo with Ogun. Shouts out to Ogun over at ASR. Yes. ARS. I always get that. Over at ARS, but we did the ciphers last night. Okay. And they are so dope. Shouts out to Ogun for always coming through with the jewels. You know what I'm saying? You have JD Polo, Finesse, and Chaos,
Journey, Calico,
Lean, Baltimore,
Kitty,
of course.
And we're missing 2 more, right?
Neffy.
Yes.
Okay. Neffy, I'm saying.
Neffy?
Yeah. Yes. And okay, I think we're missing one more person. And also, we just did the ceasefire is coming up for February. We just did an all-female ceasefire with Mark. And we're going to be planning on to be releasing that and performing that. Also, as Lean said, my paperwork is basically together. I'm working on my single Work It Bitch with Rodley. We're working on getting the treatment for the video right now. Okay. So that should be dropping soon. That's going to be fun. It's a lot of stuff. I can keep going on. So I'm always into something.
Well, we definitely appreciate you ladies being here.
I appreciate you having us.
Quiet Storm will be serenading us. He plays the steel drums.
Okay.
and he's really good. Do you have anything coming up that you want to discuss?
Me coming up? No. I mean, with me, it's just me and EJ get ready to do something. That's gonna be hot, and he got a track that he need me to work with him on, and so I'm ready to do that with him, and I told him about my project too. So we get ready to get my project re-lifted up off the ground, you know. So,
Okay.
but yeah. So I'm slowly, but definitely gonna be making something happen for real.
Well, I wish we would have knew because this project, well, this is not the last event.
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying to do more sensual, grown, and sexy events. So
Oh yeah. And
maybe
we
you
can
could
talk about
sing on the
that.
next one. Right.
Yeah. Let me know.
I met
I'm with
these
that.
ladies on the set of Entrepreneurs of Baltimore, and it was so interesting. We were all there in pajamas. But after we talked and you said, look at the yeah, we had our pajamas on. And I think it was so funny because I kept saying, gosh, I don't want to wear my real stuff
My
because
sexy,
it was
sexy
exactly. But then once we got there, a couple of them had on their
They were
sexy.
sexy.
Yeah. So I'm like, you mean I could have worn my cap?
I seen the video too.
Right.
I was like one of them motherfucking pigeons.
Yeah, everybody wanted to know why they wasn't invited, but we had such a great time. And when I actually had the opportunity to speak with you two ladies, I just felt like such a strong connection. And you and I talked on the phone, and it kind of got emotional.
Yes.
Yeah. But when you and I talked, we had a different conversation, but the vibe was good.
Right.
So I knew that I was going to work with you ladies and that we would have a phenomenal relationship.
That's
with
how I
one
felt too about
Yeah.
you. I deal with energy a lot. I tell her all the
Yeah.
time I walk in the room, it doesn't matter if everybody's saying hi or not. I'm very spiritual and I
Yeah.
deal with a lot of energy and it doesn't matter what you say to me. I know sarcasm. I know all of that.
Exactly.
I don't
You
care.
feel it.
Yes, I can
Yeah,
feel it.
you can
And
feel it.
I didn't feel that from you.
Yeah.
And
Her spirit, it
Yes.
resonated different from that room,
Yeah. So I'm so grateful that we were put in the same room.
right.
And I'm just looking forward to, having a long-term relationship with you ladies. So
No doubt.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank
for
you.
gracing us with your presence. And I'm looking forward to coming on the
I was
show.
gonna say,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's already in the
Yeah.
works. I want
Yeah.
all of y'all from the reality show.
Yeah.
I want to bring all of y'all on the
That would
cast.
be
Even
awesome.
Lane. I'm gonna make Lane a guest because she is a
Yeah.
part of the cast. So that's definitely already stated to Lane that I definitely
Right.
want to bring you guys on. So y'all
It
just
was
let
a
us
good
know.
time. Yeah, it was a really good time. So, and definitely you and I need to talk about this Tantra thing. Yeah, because,
When is the project going to finish?
Did
that,
you just drop it for me?
I think April. She got excited. The tantric energy overtook her spirit.
No, that was him.
That was, well, I'm not surprised at him because it doesn't take much for him to get excited.
She like,
I'm not surprised
wow.
at him.
Woo.
You ready, Quiet Storm?
Oh yes, at the next Baltimore brand. Yeah, we just got it.
Oh.
Oh, at the Baltimore brand. When you first come in, we have different radio shows there
Okay.
live. So at the next one, we would love for y'all to
Giving
come
interviews
through.
and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And ask the questions that nobody asks
Yeah.
on the red
Yes,
carpet.
we love that. Yeah, we
Yes.
love that.
I had
yeah.
fun tonight. I had to come back. I want to come
Yeah,
back.
we definitely want you ladies to come back. I think I warned y'all. I said that we can go left really fast.
Mhm.
So
I'm left-handed, so I'm
See?
with it. I'm a lefty.
Mr. Sensational, I mean, I know you're busy, but what do you have coming up?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nah.
I don't like him.
Well, we rapped something. We didn't hear him sing. I know you've probably heard him sing before.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Can
And
we
I
hear?
told him he's required to sing tonight.
Oh, yeah, we can. I want to know if I want to put you on a track. I want to work with you in
I
that.
know, right?
You
We
can't
Baltimore
have that
Brandon.
talent and be afraid to showcase it.
Oh, I'm
just
not right.
saying.
I'm never afraid.
I'm
But
just saying.
once he finishes with steel drum, then I'll do my thing. I'll do my thing.
You want to play Barry White?
That is the time.
Okay. No. Oh I did. Rich, can you get me that charger out the bag, out the white bag?
The whole time.
That's not. What you got? An iPhone? Oh no, I need the iPhone charger.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have an iPhone.
Huh?
You don't have an iPhone?
Yeah, I got an iPhone charger.
Thank you, Mom.
Something like this.
Show me how you doing. You see that I'm
They
fast.
told me if I had a table, I would come. I told them once we leave your house, I'll see what I got.
One cup is long side for me though.
Easy
Hold up.
be like, drop me up. If you can drop me off at, but if I decide to go to chapel, then just drop me off there. But I wanted to make sure. He said he got a table. But I'm saying my table.
My phone died.
You've been talking all that fixing
I have one car outside. You can both got one by you.
And yes, a she.
You gotta go talk to EJ first. I ain't gonna go back in the house. Cause my brother won't understand the next night. Then he took the baby to Toy Show. Okay.
So are you playing something so he can show his skills?
I don't know. There's something about that song. I like that first one. There's just something about that first song. I just love when you play it.
This one, yeah, I like that too.
I
Hey.
Right.
So tell everybody how they can get in touch with you.
I mean, I can't follow that, but Facebook me Richard Semper, Panman Rick on Instagram. This weekend I'm being down by the UB Blake Center.
Okay.
Bob Marley tribute. Actually, the whole steel band's gonna be there.
Oh, wow.
So just look me up, look up the website,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a schedule posted.
Okay.
And you got a CD coming soon.
CD coming soon. Collaborating with my man.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
There you go.
You just said nothing.
Okay,
said
you're
that.
not off the hook.
You just made that.
You
real
know,
quick.
we're going to close out with you going a cappella.
Oh, shucks.
I'm not scared, you know.
Well, we don't want you to be scared. I mean, everybody's talking about what they have coming up. So if you say you a singer, let the ladies hear you sing.
Mm-hmm. Serenade me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Put your big boy drawers on.
No, you've been afraid. Never afraid.
All this yip yapping. Let's get it.
Shit now. Somebody face.
All right, I'm going to hit y'all with some old Johnny Gill. Okay? Yeah, let me show you the chords.
Oh, cool. Let me turn the lights around so
Yeah,
Turn that
turn
around.
I see you a little more better there, bro.
So the YouTube could see you.
There we go.
Yeah.
We go now. Yeah, okay.
So they can see you.
So-
Sing that baby making music. Go ahead, bro.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Make us throw our panties up on the table.
Pregnant today. All right, go ahead.
That was just
Keep your bloomers to yourself, young lady.
Okay, well, I'll keep my panties to myself.
All right, so we do a little bit of Johnny Gill, my. Here we go. Put on your red dress
Oh, Lord.
and put on your high heels and some of that sweet perfume that sure smells good on you. Now slide on your lipstick and let all your hair down. Now, baby, when we get through, I'm gonna show off you, yeah. Tonight will be a special night, no matter where we are. And I'm so proud to be with you, but I just wanna let you know, you got me saying my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time, got me saying my. You sure look good tonight. And so damn fine. There we go. For those who don't know,
We got the love,
it ain't
y'all.
gone
Got
nowhere.
the love.
It ain't gone nowhere. It ain't gone nowhere.
Yes,
It's still
we
there.
rocked it.
It's still there. It ain't gone nowhere.
Did you say
It
that?
ain't gone nowhere.
Oh my God, he missed his
It
period.
ain't gone
Mom
nowhere.
said I'm late.
It ain't gone nowhere. I'm
Well,
available for parties, Christmas,
mitzvahs,
bar mitzvahs,
Weddings, divorces.
Weddings,
divorces,
yeah, all that.
all
marriages,
You said what?
settlement cases,
Insemination. Well,
childbirth.
I want to
I'm
thank
available.
YouTube land, Facebook land, Instagram land. Thank you all for tuning in. Hey, Calm, I'm sorry I didn't get to shout you out. Fizzar, LOF, Lean, got Lean, my girl Lean, Baltimore in the studio. Miss Kitty in the studio. Raphael Biz, who else tuned in tonight on Instagram? I thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Join us next Monday, same time, same place. And we are out. I don't have any final thoughts. I just want to thank Miss Kitty and Lean Baltimore
Thanks
for
for
joining
having
us
us.
tonight.
Appreciate
And,
y'all
Thanks for
coming.
having us.
It was a great show,
Thank you.
and I am looking forward to a long-term partnership with
Yes,
the ladies. So
definitely.
they are so beautiful inside and
Thank
out.
you.
Yeah.
You too.
Just one last thing, I would like to share my social media. You can find me on Facebook at Miss Kitty. That's my fan page. You can find me on Instagram at the official Miss Kitty. And you can find me on YouTube at Miss Kitty. And on Twitter at Miss_Kitty.
Okay. Lean.
Okay, Lean, Lean, Baltimore. It's Lean Baltimore on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, and also on Instagram is Lean_Baltimore. That's about it that I can think of right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Have a great evening.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as much juice as I can right quick before we go out this door.
Can I use this really quickly?
Yeah, that's for a Samsung.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
this.
all right.
I have 19 iPhone.
Well, I went from, I started out with an iPhone